Hello friends, this is Normal here for Technique, and in this video we will compare two mid-range phones, the Smartron SRT.Phone with the Moto G5 Plus. So both these phones have variants priced below the 15K pricing and come with quite good specifications. So in this video we will do a detailed comparison of these two phones and see which is a better value for money device and which all areas these two devices excel. So without any further delay, let's get started. So first up, let's have a look at the design and build quality. So design wise, both these devices have quite different design and build quality. So we have a metallic unibody construction on the Moto G5 Plus, while we have a plastic finishing on the Smartron SRT.Phone with removable back panel. So it's completely different design altogether. We have a slightly bulky device with the SRT.Phone, while the Moto G5 Plus is a bit more compact device and feels quite good in hands with a smaller form factor, while on the other hand the Smartron SRT.Phone is a slightly bulky device, but it definitely has a lightweight design. So it's a choice between plastic finishing or the metallic construction and also a compact form factor versus slightly bigger display and form factor. So that is the design and build quality. Now looking at the hardware aspects, you can see there is a power button on the top panel on the Smartron SRT.Phone, which is a definitely a inconvenient place to have, and it's not a really great placement for the power button. So other than that, the design and build quality feels quite decent on both these devices, but our personal choice would be the Moto G5 Plus. Now next up, let's talk about the display. So we have a full HD 5.5 inch display on the SRT.Phone, while it's a 5.2 inch full HD display on the Moto G5 Plus. Now the brightness levels and the color quality looks quite good on both the phones. The Moto G5 Plus has the advantage that it is a smaller display, so pixels per inch is definitely higher on the G5 Plus. Both these devices have Corning Gorilla Glass support, and the viewing angles are again quite good. The brightness levels we would say slightly better or higher on the SRT.Phone, but overall the display feels quite good on both the phones. We would definitely be slightly inclined to choose the Moto G5 Plus in terms of the display performance. Now next up, the software and the performance. So software, both these devices have Android 7.0 out of the box. So that's one really good thing about these two phones in this price segment. And one of the important aspects about the SRT.Phone is that it comes with the latest version of Android 7.0. That's the Android 7.1.1, while the Moto G5 Plus is at Android 7.20. And both the phones will be probably getting the latest version of Android whenever Google releases it. And SRT.Phone, that's a Smartron, has promised three major upgrades of Android. That's something really good, and both the phones have stock like UI and no major changes whatsoever. The SRT.Phone does not have any additional features included, just the gesture support, while on the other hand we have a Moto app included on the Moto G5 Plus, which provides some decent experience overall. So you can see the UI looks exactly the same on both the phones, no major changes whatsoever, and feels quite good. So if you're a person loving a stock experience, both these devices give really great experience altogether. Now other than that, let's talk about the performance aspect of these two phones. Now the SRT.Phone is powered by the Snapdragon 652, which is a really powerful chipset, while the Moto G5 Plus is powered by the Snapdragon 625, which is an optimized chipset. Now both the devices perform pretty well in terms of day-to-day experience. That's one really good aspect of these two phones. Both are really good performer in day-to-day aspect, but when it comes to gaming, that's where things change. The SRT.Phone provides really great gaming experience. Even the Moto G5 Plus also provides pretty good gaming experience overall, but the heating issue on the SRT.Phone is considerably higher than what the Moto G5 Plus does with the gaming. So if you are a person who games a lot, definitely the SRT.Phone is not advisable, even though it performs pretty well with a powerful chipset. So if you're looking for a slightly better gaming experience without heating issues, then the Moto G5 Plus would be the choice. But then if you're not really concerned about heating and want the best gaming experience with a bigger display, SRT.Phone also provides that experience. You can also have a look at the benchmark scores of these two phones. You can see that the Snapdragon 652 is definitely more powerful chipset than the Snapdragon 625. But the Snapdragon 625 definitely has good performance and one of the most power efficient chipsets in this price segment. Now both the phones have dual SIM cards and VoLTE support. Now regarding the storage, the SRT.Phone comes in 32 and 64 GB storage and unlimited T-Cloud storage, while the G5 Plus comes with only 16 and 32 GB storage variant, and that's one of the advantages of having the SRT.Phone. The SRT.Phone also comes with NFC support, which is not available on the G5 Plus. Now the speaker performance and call quality looks quite good on both the phones. Now next step, let's talk about the camera. So we have a 13 megapixel camera on the SRT phone with LED flash, while we have a 12 megapixel shooter on the Moto G5 Plus with dual tone dual LED flash, and 5 megapixel camera on the front panel on both the phones. Now you can look at the camera interface of these two phones. You can see the Moto G5 Plus comes with pretty basic interface, while the SRT phone has slightly better interface. But G5 Plus is also pretty simple to use. That's one of the good aspects about the phone. Now both the phones can record videos in 4K, that's Ultra HD, that's supported on both the phones. Now coming to the camera samples which you have taken with these two devices, this is one area where the Moto G5 Plus wins over the SRT phone. The SRT phone definitely is not the best camera out there. When we reviewed the camera, we mentioned that specifically the camera performance was kind of average, and this is one area where the Moto G5 Plus definitely has an edge. It's one of the really good cameras in this price segment, and the 12 megapixel camera performed pretty well in almost all conditions, be it daylight shots, the close-up images, or even the low light experience. All the three aspects, the SRT phone was way behind the Moto G5 Plus in terms of the camera performance. Now the selfie experience was also better on the Moto G5 Plus. So overall, in terms of the camera performance, the Moto G5 Plus is a clear winner. Now next up, the battery performance. So we have a 3000 mAh battery on both the phones, and both come with fast charging support. So that's one really good thing about these devices. We have turbo charging on the Moto G5 Plus, while it's a Qualcomm's Quick Charge 2.0 on the Smartron SRT phone. The battery performance of these two phones are quite good, and you can get easily 1 day of usage on both the phones. So we don't really have a winner here. Maybe the Moto G5 Plus has slight edge in terms of the battery performance, but not by a huge margin. So overall, both the devices provide decent battery experience. Now summing up, so we have already talked about almost all aspects of these two phones. So which is the better device to buy? So the SRT phone has an advantage of latest version of software, great performance all around, powerful chipset, and there is also unlimited T-Cloud storage, 64 gigabyte storage variant is available, then NFC support is included. So these are some good things about the SRT phone. While the SRT phone also has its downsides, which includes a weak camera, then a plasticky build, and also the gaming performance, that is the heating was considerably higher. Now talking about the Moto G5 Plus, it has a really good build quality, display also looks quite good, the software is definitely good, then the performances are definitely great, and the cameras are also good, and then you also have a pretty good build quality. And the cons of the Moto G5 Plus include the pricing is higher, then the base variant of the phone comes with only 16 gigabyte storage. So value for money device definitely would be the SRT phone, unless you're really worried about the camera performance. The value for money device is the SRT phone. But if you're looking for an all-round device, a slightly more premium device with great camera performance, then we would suggest the Moto G5 Plus. So that was the detailed comparison of these two phones. So hope you like this video. If you plan to buy these devices, we have the link available in the description of this video. You can use our link and buy these devices. So that's all guys, thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.